But the really crazy part is it builds the features of the application as I'm clicking around and doing actions as a user, intuitively figures out what I'm trying to do, and then builds the application on the fly. Claude 4.5 Sonnet is here, and it's touted as the best AI software development model that's been created to date. And we see that with an SWE score of 82, which is a pretty sizable jump from all the other models. It also makes less mistakes than the competitors, with its misaligned behavior score the lowest of all the models. And along with Sonnet 4.5, Anthropic got a host of other features and announcements, a new version of Claude Code. In this video, I'll show you how Sonnet 4.5 works, and I'll also show you 3 new features you need to know about from today's announcements. You're going to want to stick around for the third one. It's pretty crazy. Let's go. One unexpected addition in Claude Code 2 is they added a visual interface. I'm here in VS Code, and if I open up the Claude extension now, I get a cursor-like kind of visual sidebar. It's no longer just the terminal. I think this only works in VS Code, and I'll put a link to this extension in the description of the video. And the first thing you're going to want to do is do a /login, and then from there you can link it up with your Claude subscription. You can also select the model, but now it defaults to Sonnet 4.5. So that's the one I'd recommend staying with. It has some other familiar features, like you can ask before edits or just set to edit manually, which is usually what you do. And then you can also scope it to an individual file that you have open in VS Code, or you can just turn that off and use the entire application as the scope. So as a first test, I'm going to ask Sonnet 4.5 to add a virtual try-on room into this simple e-commerce application. First thing I noticed about Sonnet 4.5 is it's really fast. I think it's faster than Opus 4.1 by quite a bit. I also like the way it gives you to-do lists inside the UI. And then when it finishes the new feature, it lays out a nice summary for you. Tells you what you need to do to get it working. Really good instructions and really good details here. This is going to be huge for a lot of people who really like Claude Code and Claude in general, but they don't want to use the terminal at all. In my early testing, you can do everything you can do in the terminal right here in this extension. For example, one feature I really like is being able to start a dev server in the background, and that way Claude can see all the errors on your server and then fix them automatically. And we can see in the extension it does it exactly the same way it does in the terminal. Let's see how it did. That was a pretty big initial ask. So if I drag a photo of myself in here, it uploads it, but I'm not really seeing myself in the clothes. So we'll say a good first start, but it's not quite working yet. Now I'm back in the trusty old Claude Code terminal. In version 2.0, they added a lot of features in here. So one thing you'll naturally notice right away is I start off my dev server in the background, and now it puts in the status bar showing a background task, and I find the background tasks work much better in this new version. And now I just got to do a few fixes for that issue I was having with my virtual try-on. But a really cool feature now is we do a /rewind. Now it's going to show you every time it changed a file, and you can simply just roll back to that version. And then it gives you 3 options, which is really good. You can actually restore the code and the conversation back to that point. You can just restore the conversation and leave the code alone, or you can restore the code only and leave the conversation as it is. Let's roll it right back. So now everything's right back to where I was. This is going to make things so much easier. Okay, well, let's see if it works now. There you go, actually it did work. That's kind of a funny picture, but that's actually pretty cool. And I'm really impressed with Sonnet 4.5 and how it put this feature in so easily. It was really some vague prompts and absolutely nailed it. This other new feature they released along with Sonnet 4.5 is crazy. It's basically software that builds itself. So to get started, I'll just give it a very basic prompt to build a base. So I'm going to say I want an application to process incoming invoices. And then based on that, it's actually going to start building me an application right on the fly. So even just for that first one, it's pretty impressive what it just built for me. Everything seems to be pretty good. But the really crazy part is it builds the features of the application as I'm clicking around and doing actions as a user, intuitively figures out what I'm trying to do, and then builds the application on the fly. In this case, I just uploaded an invoice, and now it's extracted all the data, and I can actually view the extracted data. So now when I click on that, it's actually running and building new code to show me all that data. So now I can just click around this thing, and it's just going to keep building the new features as I click on the buttons or whatever I'm doing. And it's a really good application. It's like crazy. And everything just works right away. And there's nice animations, nice icons. Like they've done a really good job with this. Put a link to it in the description. It's called Imagine. I think it's only available to Claude Max users right now. I think it's only available for the next 5 days. It's a really experimental thing. But I've been playing around with it for a few hours now, and it's just so fun. It's going to be a really good way for just someone who's a business user who doesn't have any coding experience or any coding knowledge can just build their own really high quality applications with this. I think this is a really big day in AI software development. Sonnet 4.5 is so good. And some of these new features, like that Imagine feature I just showed you, I think is just a sign of things to come. And I'm really excited to follow along with what Anthropic's cooking right now. If you want to stay up to date with the latest in AI coding and just follow what I'm up to, make sure you subscribe to my newsletter, the AI Unleashed News. It's the first link in the description, and I hope to see you there.